Hi guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. I missed you guys. It's been so long because I had such a busy week, and do not mind any of the noises that you hear in the background of my house. My house is crazy right now, but I still wanted to get a video filmed for you guys. So today we're going to be talking about how to be successful, because I truly believe, and I'm very grateful for the fact that in my life right now, I think I've reached a really good point in my life where I feel very successful myself, and I just kind of want to run through some of the things that have really helped me throughout this process. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So first things first, let's talk about delusion. I know delusion is a huge thing right now and everybody's talking about it, how you should be delusional and that you shouldn't be too delusional. So what is the truth really? What is delusion? And most importantly, what is the difference between good delusion and bad delusion? Because there is a big difference. Delusion is essentially selling yourself a particular narrative, but you can delude yourself into a really good life, or quite the contrary, a really bad life. Bad delusion is lacking accountability because you delude yourself into thinking that everybody else is the problem. It's deluding yourself into thinking that somebody is good for you when they're clearly so wrong for you. And it's sleeping on your potential because you delude yourself into thinking that the whole world is spinning around you. So you never take risks because you care what other people think of you. But who are these people? Please tell me, who are these people? This is why you must delude yourself into thinking that you can absolutely change your life. Because when you look at the most successful people, they're never dreaming small. There's always people to meet, money to be made, places to go, and that's that. I am probably, till this day, one of the most delusional people that I have ever met. That's my truth. Because I truly believe that I can do anything, and I know that to some people that might come off as arrogant, but here's what I realized, and it's that faith is probably one of the greatest possessions that anybody can ever hold. Even in the worst of the worst situations, somehow my faith is always my savior. So just know, especially in today's world, there's a very fine line between deluding yourself into something good, like a better outcome for your life, and then a really bad outcome for your life based on the decisions that you make. But deluding yourself into a good reality works every single time. It's how I have attained what I have attained, and I think that I will continue to do that for as long as I can. When I speak about my goals, I'm not saying that I'm going to do it. I said I'm going to try. I really admire that on my channel there's a very good balance, I think, in my opinion, between like the self-development side and also like the beauty and the lifestyle, because you guys know that I love all of that stuff too. I love my aesthetics and I love my little, Pinterest girl life. You guys ask me not only like self-development and personal questions, but you also ask me about fashion and the type of haircut that I got and accessories. And today I'm so excited to collab with Pascal. They were kind enough to send me this really beautiful watch. It's my own selection. I did pick the style for myself. I really wanted a timepiece of a different color as well, because I always get really basic neutral colors, but this one is super nice. Green is actually my favorite color as well. So I am somebody who's a little bit picky when it comes to jewelry. I'm not gonna lie, it takes me a while to decide what is an exquisite piece to me and what looks and feels very comfortable and just classy and timeless. And I think they have a really beautiful selection, honestly. For me, I try to stay away from things that are extremely trendy. Like if I see something multiple times, it's gonna make me not want to purchase it. So especially when it pertains to jewelry, I think I love unique pieces and I love things that I think suit me best, and it's got a lot of versatility and it gives me a very vintage vibe. I've gotten so many compliments on it since I've been wearing it out, especially because I have a darker shade of green. I think it goes with a lot of my outfits. I actually resized it myself as well because they gave me a little tool to do it, and it's very easy. Very comfortable, stainless steel and all of that. So if you guys are interested, you can use the code Roshani20 to get 20% off. So number two, let's talk about vibrations. I'm going to try to explain this in the simplest way possible, in a way that doesn't sound too crazy and esoteric for some people, because I definitely understand why that might throw people off. So let me try and break it down for you guys. But essentially, what you're dreaming about that you don't yet already have is potentially and quite probably something that you are not ready to have. At least not yet. I'll give you guys an example. A couple months ago, I started this channel, and I swear to you, I know this sounds crazy, but I felt like the universe was literally looking down at me and saying, either you clean up your act and this channel will be very successful and you will live purposefully every single day. By clean up my act, I mean like stop engaging with people that I never truly wanted to be around. And I used to think that sounded very rude, but honestly at this point it's kind of just like, why would I lie to myself? Like if I know that somebody doesn't match me energetically, or just even in a general sense, it doesn't even have to be, you don't even have to think about vibrations, just in a general sense, like why would I continue to put myself through that situation? I don't know. It's because in the past, maybe I just didn't know any better. I mean, like stop doing stupid habits and like hang around people that I obviously clearly didn't want to be around. And vices, oh my God, I would love to do a whole video on just vices, like using vices irresponsibly. but that's a whole other video that I want to get into with you guys. But just vices in general. So yeah, vices, people that did not fulfill me in any way, and very, very corrupt and broken morality that took me very long to repair. And honestly, at one point I thought it was unfixable. The reason that being around good people is so important is because environment is everything. There's a saying that I really love that goes, one had better travel alone than to travel with a fool. So yeah, it's better to be alone than to walk with the wrong people, because then you're not headed in a good direction anyway. So my point here is this: you have to match the vibration to the success that you want. And now don't get me wrong, I know it sounds like a bunch of hoo-ha to somebody who maybe isn't really exposed to this kind of stuff, but the thing is, it's real, because if you're not an energetic match to what you're trying to achieve, there's no way of you achieving it. Another example, when I wasn't making any money, or at least keeping the money that I was making, it was because the money that I'm making now, if I made it before, that version of me would not know how to handle it, and I would probably lose it anyway. There's versions of you that aren't able to keep the vibration high enough to sustain or to continue receiving the manifestations. You see what I'm saying? So how do you fix this? With time. And I know that doesn't sound very encouraging, but hear me out. You have to work to get yourself out of a particular energy field and into another. There's no such thing as shallow like morals. You can't have morality on surface level. That wouldn't really make any sense. In order to build like a really strong morals, you have to kind of go through a certain set of trials and tribulations in order to see how strong your will can be. So you basically have to practice being a certain way when you're breaking a habit, because it's the same thing as if you're breaking an addiction. James Clear in Atomic Habits, he says this one thing that really stood out to me. He says an identity shift takes place and you no longer identify as an addict. That's what happens when you actually successfully quit vices or whatever it is that you're addicted to, because that's the thing that makes you quit, actually, like for real. It's the identity shift that takes place. I mean, obviously it's not engaging in those vices anymore as well, but the major thing is like, I'm not somebody who considers myself, or I don't tell myself the narrative that I'm an addict, and identity shift is a huge part of that. Number 3, let's talk about strategy. There is a certain level of time and energy that you have to put into thinking of a way to get to where you want to get to. It's the same reason that vision boards are so effective, because it's right in your face every single day. At least for me, I believe that they are, because you're looking at it every day, and in a way you kind of correlate it to your life so much that eventually there's a match that takes place. So definitely, if you're somebody who hasn't made a vision board for yourself yet, do that. This is probably the most successful vision board I've ever had this year. Again, so grateful for that. I know that before, for me, there was things that I wanted that I admittedly was just undeserving of. And it's not to put myself down, but it's more so to acknowledge that I was thinking to myself like all of these great and grand, really amazing things that I wanted, but without having the right strategy, with messing with my habits and not dedicating enough time to my goals. It's only the people that are serious about it who achieve it, I swear to you. And also I would say, don't get swept up in everybody else's idea of success or what you feel like other people are doing with their life, because I already told you guys, comparison really is the thief of joy. It's so toxic, it's so bad for your mind to be comparing yourself to other people constantly and thinking like, I should be doing so much more with my life. Focus fully on your own personal success and just go tunnel vision with it. That's the only way to really reach your goals. That's the only way I ever reached my goals. I just went so into it and so seriously. And one of my biggest goals actually was, in my personal success, was meeting people who are at similar vibrations. And I'm very happy to say that I'm there now, and that I've been meeting really incredible people and they know who they are. So, you know, I'm just in a completely different space in my life right now that I felt really called to do a video like this, because I feel successful. But like, obviously professional success, grateful for every single one of you guys, and for my channel and everything that it's done for my life. For personal reasons as well, just like everything that's been happening within me, the changes, and seeing myself grow as a woman, I think is such an amazing thing to witness, because obviously for my inner child it feels very healing, and just, I don't know, it just makes me really happy. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one.